Hey everybody, it's Jamie here, and tomorrow I am 8 months post-op, and I'm hoping this video goes a little bit better. I was just recording one, and this light that I have shining in my face burnt out in the middle of the video. Um, so yeah, I just put a fresh bulb in, so hopefully we'll be good. So as far as things feel, I don't think a lot has really changed. I do find that this feeling here in my chin isn't so, I guess, strange anymore. It used to be kind of uncomfortable when I was kissing my husband and like his stubble would rub it. But it just seems to be sort of dull now without any like fuzzy, tingly feeling. So I hope that's a good sign. It does feel like an improvement. And I do think it's a good thing that nowhere, on my chin is 100% numb. Like everything came back. It's just kind of reduced. So I think it's a good thing for the future. Hopefully that means that eventually it'll come back a little bit better, even if it just does take a long time. So what is there? So I guess I'll show you my profile like I usually do. I feel like I might be a little bit swollen today. I don't know. It's really hard to tell what's swelling and what's not. I know I was definitely swollen in my 7 month video, so if you watch that video before or after this one, you'll definitely see a difference. So yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know what's swelling and what's chub, So chewing is still getting easier. I have been using popsicle sticks to try and stretch my jaw a little bit. I was really good with it at first, but I've sort of fallen off the bandwagon. But it did seem to help a little bit. No real, I guess, increase in the space that I can move, just more getting used to opening my jaw as wide as it'll go since I hadn't been doing that very much. So it does feel easier to eat things. Like I had a donut on the weekend and I was actually able to like put my teeth around it without just mashing it in my face, which is frustrating. It's nice to feel like an adult who can actually put food in their mouth and chew it like a normal person. What else? So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm in class 2 elastics again. So I went to the orthodontist on Monday and I started out by asking, why can't I move my jaw from side to side anymore like I used to be able to do before surgery? And I'm not going to demonstrate because I have the elastics on right now, but I have very limited side to side motion. When I open my jaw or push it out, it goes like to this way. So I don't know why. I suspect it has something to do with like the discs in my TMJ joint or the joint itself. I don't know. So my orthodontist answer was, "Oh, maybe you should call your surgeon about that," which is not a great answer. It's usually code for like you're messed up and I don't want to be the one to tell you. So that was frustrating. And then he said, "Well, it looks like your class 2 is relapsing again, so I want you in elastics." And I was like, should this even be happening? Like I already wore elastics for 5 weeks. He was like, "I don't know, I think the muscles in your neck are tight and it's pulling it back again. I've never seen this before." So it's like, "Oh, good." And then I was like, "Well, what about the left side of my bite? Like that's not closing either, and we've been trying since August to close it." And he was like, "I'm puzzled. I don't know why it's not closing." So it's so frustrating. And I told him, I was like, "I'm getting really frustrated with this. I don't feel like I'm getting any closer to getting my braces off." And he's like, "Well, I agree with you. I'm frustrated too. I don't know why these things are happening to you." And that's really bothersome to me because he's been an orthodontist longer than I've been alive. And I'm almost 30, so he's been an orthodontist for 3 decades. And the fact that he doesn't have an answer for these problems is really disturbing to me. You'd think that he'd have seen everything at this point. So I asked, "Where do we go from here?" And he said he'd call my surgeon. And today I got a call from my surgeon's office and they said, "Yeah, the doctor wants to see you ASAP." So that's scary. My surgeon is a very busy guy. He has like 2 or 3 jobs to do with like oral surgery. And when he wants to see you ASAP, I don't think that's a good sign. But I will get in to see him on February 22nd. So that's 12 days from now. And I'm just like so nervous. I don't know what they're going to say. And I mean, honestly, like I kind of hope there is something wrong because then there's a solution, right? Like I don't want him to keep scratching his head the way that my orthodontist has. I'd like there to be like, "Oh, this is a problem and this is how we improve," because I'm not getting any closer to getting my braces off and it's really frustrating. And I was saying to my husband the other day, I was like, "I have just as many problems now as I had before surgery." And he was like, "No, it's not true. Your teeth look a lot better." And it's like, "Yeah, they look better, but I still have problems. Like, I need to be able to move my jaw like open and side to side and that sort of thing so that I can be a normal person. And, you know, I still get jaw spasms every now and then, which is not fun. It's painful, and certain things that I do end up making my jaw hurt for like days. And I had some TMJ before the surgery and all that, but not really that bad. I mean, maybe once a year I had some jaw pain, and it would hurt to go to the dentist and like hold my jaw open for an hour to get like a cavity filled or whatever, like that kind of thing. And I always had like popping in the one joint or clicking, but these things like didn't really bother me. So, you know, before I went and did all this, my only real concern was that my teeth looked bad. So now my teeth look good, so I guess that problem solved, but now I have all these other problems, and that's really frustrating. So yeah, I'll see my surgeon, and like I said, I hope that there is a way forward from here. And you know, if it means more surgery, then I don't know. I guess I'll just have to go through with it. I'm not like super upset at that idea. We'll just cross that bridge when we get here. I mean, hopefully not, but if it's gonna fix things, and I would like to get on with it because, you know, it's been over 2 years since I first went for my first consultation. It's actually been 26 months now, so I'd like to move on. Actually, it's 27 months. It was November that I first started going for the consultations, November 2013. So yeah, it's just frustrating. It's crazy to believe that my orthodontist hasn't seen these problems before in 3 decades. But anyway, I'm ranting a lot here. So anyway, yeah, chewing is getting easier. I mean, and I have been kind of forcing myself to chew on that side, which I've said before, but it just feels a lot weaker than the other side, especially since it doesn't close. But it is getting better. And I don't know. I think that's pretty much everything I had to talk about. Sorry, it just was basically like a rant about my orthodontist, but that's sort of where I've been lately. I mean, I was really positive, like so much up to this point, and now I've just been feeling really negative and pessimistic with everything. You know, I'm just not where I should be at this point, and that's really frustrating. And if you're watching this and you're going through surgery, I hope that you don't have these problems. And I don't feel like they're major problems, mind you. I've seen some pretty scary stuff online in people's blogs, and, you know, needing third and fourth surgeries and that kind of thing, and being left with far worse problems than I have now. But, you know, I mean, I know that I wasn't like a super straightforward case when it all started, but I didn't think I was like so far messed up that I was going to be running into these problems. And, you know, you never think that you're going to be the one that has problems after surgery. So I don't know. In some ways, I was really lucky. I mean, I don't really have any permanent numbness other than like this part here, which isn't even totally numb. And yeah, I don't know. So that was my 8-minute rant about my orthodontist. And I guess I will let you guys know in March what happened at that. So yeah, you'll have to wait and tune in then for my 9-month update. So bye everybody.